want to begin the Mahoning County Commissioners meeting, regular board meeting number 2, Thursday, January 13th, 10 a.m. And we will start with a pledge, please. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all for being here. Before we get into public comments, I have Ryan from the Health Department on, our Health Commissioner, to give us some updates on what's going on in the Valley with COVID. And Ryan, do you want to take over?
Yeah, sorry, actually, I just got kicked out, but I'm back in. So I appreciate the floor. Give me 1 second while I pull up some information that I need to have in front of me.
You know, you Steeler fans are never prepared.
Hey, we'll be prepared for the playoffs. Go Steelers.
Touche.
Actually, Dave, when Carol called and asked if I would join the meeting this week to give an update, for 2 reasons, I said yes, I would. 1, to inform the public, and 2, to harass you.
I'd mute him.
He's giving it back. I like it.
He always gives it back. You know what? It could be 12:30 at night. He's texting me because the other 2 are ready to tie and squeeze the Steelers out. He's texting me, asking me if I'm watching the game. So I had to get up and watch it so I could root for a tie. It didn't happen.
All right.
So just to get started real quick. So yes, I mean, locally, we are experiencing an increase in cases, similar to what you're seeing at the state and the national level. One of the questions that continues to come up is the number of breakthrough cases. And I had our epi team here pull some data. And just to put a little caveat on this, I'll just read what they basically wrote to me. So they're still in the process of updating the vaccine status versus old cases. So we have an epidemiologist currently that is taking a look at the number of cases that come in, confirmed cases, and then verifying it through a system that we have to see if the individual was vaccinated or not. And due to the sheer amount of cases that we're seeing, it's a lot of work. So November currently is completed. And just to give an idea, so total cases under Mahoning County jurisdiction, positive cases, was 3,327. Of those fully vaccinated was 1,344. So that equates to about a 40% breakthrough for the month of November. They're currently working on December and up to January right now. A little bit of other information on that. So the data is only good enough for what we have data on. And what I mean by that is if there's individuals who are vaccinating and not using the state system, which is called ImpactSys, to enter vaccination status, that's information that we would not have. So for example, when you get vaccinated here at Mahoning County Public Health, we go into the system in ImpactSys and upload all your data that you've been vaccinated, the vaccine you were vaccinated with, the date you're vaccinated, whether or not you were boosted. And that's the system that we're using. So if somebody went out of state to get vaccinated, it wouldn't record it into that ImpactSys. So like I said, that's 40% is based off of the data that we can pull.
Hey, Ryan, if somebody got all their vaccinations and lost their card, can they go to you and you'll replace it from looking that up?
Absolutely. They can either go back to their vaccine provider if they're willing to look that up, or they can contact the local health department. We can look it up, and as long as that information was entered into Impact, we would be able to pull it and provide them with another vaccine card.
Thank you.
Another thing, Ryan, what are your suggestions and what will you be doing in your building when it comes to the mask and things in that order? Okay,
really good question. So previously to this, I mean, what we were doing in our building, it was kind of following with what ODH and CDC recommended at that time, is if you're fully vaccinated, you don't really have to wear a mask. Those who are not vaccinated would. As of this month, and due to the increase in cases that we are seeing, we made the decision here, and our board made the decision to fully mask in our building. So anyone that comes into the building, regardless of vaccine status, is asked to put a mask on, and that includes our staff as well. So we're doing that for this month, and then we will take a look at this month by month to see what our community spread's like. Knowing that community spread is high right now, that's why we made that decision to protect not only our workers, but to also protect individuals that are coming into the building. And further, just to talk a little bit about our vaccine clinics. So as you guys are aware, we continue to offer our booster clinics at the Austintown Senior Center. Once again, I want to thank the Senior Center and the Austintown Township trustees for allowing us to essentially intrude on their Fridays to offer the boosters to our clients here in Mahoning County. We will continue to do that with Moderna and Pfizer. And Moderna boosters are for ages 18 and up. Pfizer's are for 12 years and up. And it's now recommended 5 months out from your primary series dose. So the boosters have been changed from 6 months to 5 months. We currently have a clinic that's scheduled for tomorrow. I think we opened up, I want to say, about 300 and some slots. Last time I looked, I want to say we were probably only in the high 80s scheduled for boosters. I'd have to go back and take a look in our system. But we encourage individuals to get boosted. In conversations with our medical director, Dr. Kravik, the majority of individuals who are hospitalized are individuals who are not up to date or who have not received a vaccination. So we know that these vaccines are working. We know that they weren't going to be 100% foolproof, but we know that they were going to prevent severe disease and hospitalization. And that's why we continue to encourage it.
So what percentages, if you have those, are of those people in Mahoning County have not received the vaccination? Do you have anything to that?
Last time I looked on the ODH website, and if you give me a minute, because ODH updates the vaccination status, vaccine dashboard.
Next time we'll not do it.
So looking at Mahoning County, which also, I mean, it's all of Mahoning County, so it's not broken down by cities. So vaccines started by population. So that's, you started your series of the vaccine. We're sitting at 57.75%.
And that's including Youngstown.
That does include Youngstown. So vaccine completed, let me see if I can get this to switch.
That's basically half.
So completed, it's sitting at 53.31% for Mahoning. Statewide, the overall average for completed, give me a minute while it refreshes, is 55.6 from what I see from the ODH dashboard currently.
Brian, was that an increase from the previous?
I'd have to go back and take a look. I'm sure it's increasing slowly, but I can tell you that our primary dose series have been really slow. Individuals that want to receive their first dose. So we're probably scheduled about a dozen of those a week. And I also want to add here real quick that we continue to offer appointments during our regular adult immunization clinics, which is held at our office on Tuesdays. So that's for your first and second dose. And then we continue to have pediatric Pfizer clinics by appointment. So that's ages 5 through 11 at our office. We'll also continue to offer and schedule the 12 to 17-year-olds during our regular child and adolescent clinics that are held at Struthers, Ormond Park, Austintown, and Goshen. Individuals that want to get scheduled for those can call our office and they will talk to our nursing division. And we can be reached at 330-270-2855.
Well, Ryan, anyone else have any questions for Ryan? Ryan, I really appreciate you coming on and giving us an update.
Absolutely.
And periodically, I think we need to have the updates because I just can't believe, I mean, in my opinion, that almost half the people didn't even get their first vaccination. I mean, I understand there's breakthrough, but the breakthrough cases would be a less sickness, less hospitalizations than if you were protected.
Carol?
It's important to get vaccinated. I won't bring up a name here, but I just currently lost a friend to this. At my age, we went to school together, so knowing that it impacts people that are younger, it's important to get vaccinated.
Well,
I have a question for Ryan.
Yes, I don't see
It's
who's
Ralph.
asking.
Ryan, what are you hearing about the booster for the booster? How many months out? Any study on that?
They haven't said, so I mean, we continue, a lot of the questions that we are being asked, we continue to ask the Ohio Department of Health. So we're on a Monday morning call with the governor. Wednesday, we do our ODH call. And then Fridays, we do what we call an association call, which is all our health commissioners. And then that AOHC call, they actually have a leadership committee that actually speaks to ODH on Fridays as well. So we continue to ask those same questions. And I know ODH is pushing those same questions to CDC. So there hasn't been any information on it yet, but as soon as if we hear anything, I will make sure to provide updates. One of the other things that I would like to update to is, and I know I sent an email out to our district advisory council and the county commissioners on the at-home testing kits. So us, Youngstown City, and working with our libraries as well, have been receiving those at-home by next 15-minute antigen rapid test. During the holidays or prior to Christmas, we ended up doing an event at the Canfield Fair that was very well received, where we passed out 5,000 of those kits. Following up to that, we received an additional 4,000 kits that we provided to our Mahoning County libraries. And those kits were provided to the libraries in an effort to get them out to rural areas such as Springfield and getting out to Smith Township to give those individuals an opportunity to receive test kits. There's not a right way or a wrong way to distribute these. I understand some people were unable to obtain some of these kits, but we were doing the best that we can to get them into the community as fast as we can. We put in for an additional allocation, and we were notified as of yesterday that the direction from ODH is to ensure that schools and higher education have their hands on these test kits. So our allocations through the local health departments are going to be put on hold. But also to add that at the federal level, and we haven't received any information on this, but from my understanding, anyone that has private insurance will be able to, from what I've read, obtain 4 test kits per person per household, and it should be covered by the private insurance. It's just, I haven't seen how that's going to be rolled out, whether it's you sign up through a website and it's mailed out. But as we receive additional information, as ODH receives additional information from the feds and passes it down, I'll sure that it gets out to the public.
well, as soon as you are aware of the second booster, please give us, call us and we'll put you on that meeting, and I'll be the first one at the office.
Ryan, if the first booster is 5 months after your second shot, and the booster is half the dose as the second shot, well, then why wouldn't you just automatically plug in that 5 months after your booster, you should at least get another one?
Right.
I'm sure, I mean, that's a good question. I'm sure what they're doing is following the data in the breakthrough cases, so seeing individuals who are boosted.
Carol goes and gets one every week.
If I could.
And I'm sure that's what they're doing. I mean, they're going to follow the data and the science on it. So, I mean, as soon as they have enough data and they release information, like I said, I'll make sure it gets passed out.
They showed that one woman on television that they screwed up and gave her a whole vial instead of one shot. So she literally got 9 full shots at one time,
Wow.
and nothing happened to her. So, I mean, I don't see the issue with, and it was a Moderna. I don't see the issue with getting a booster after 5 months after your first booster.
Okay. All right.
The medical experts.
Well, I appreciate you being on, Ryan, and taking up your time. I know you have to be on the phone with the state. So keep us posted on any new occurrences of the law or what we're allowed to do.
No, I appreciate
Thanks.
this time for sure. And if you guys need something, feel free to reach out. And once again, Dave, go Steelers.
Go Chiefs.
Okay, take care. Thank you,
Thank you.
Ryan.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. And do we have anybody? Tricia, did you want to
Yeah,
speak?
I just wanted to share some information.
3 minutes, your full name and address.
Okay, Stacia Erdis.
Oh, Stacia, I called you Tricia.
That's okay. Stacia Erdis Littleton, 80 Longview Court, North Lima, Ohio. I wanted to share some information on February 4th. Coleman Health Services will be presenting a major symposium called Unmute the Uncomfortable. It is a symposium on racial justice, mental health awareness, and suicide prevention. It will be held at the Eastwood Event Center. The mission of it is to really bridge the gap between the legal, mental health, and health systems of care. Our keynote speaker we are bringing in is Kevin Richardson, who was one of the Central Park Exonerated Five, whose story is depicted in the Netflix miniseries When They See Us. He has also been on Oprah and the Nightly News and a number of other venues. We also have 7 other speakers that day, including someone from the Ohio Innocence Project, as well as local speakers, including Judge Carla Baldwin, Jim DeLucia from the Mahoning County Juvenile Justice Center, and others. We've worked very hard to get this accredited so that we will be offering 6.75 continuing education credits for social workers, counselors, attorneys, EMTs, and nurses. Thanks to some generous sponsors, we are offering free tickets to students and to first responders because we think it's important to get everybody in the room for this. Our MC for the day will be Malik Mostello, who is the community liaison for the Youngstown Police Department. Also helping moderate will be Carol Bennett, YSU's assistant provost of diversity. We really feel this could be an impactful event for our area. Although it's a professional development, it is open to the public. And we will be taking any kind of COVID protocol. We are requesting that you be vaccinated, but we are requiring that you wear a mask throughout the day. And we will be offering breakfast and lunch. And registration is available on our website. And I think
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Stacia. We have, I think, one more speaker, and that is Roxanne Seabest from United Way. Roxanne, are you on?
I am. Good morning.
Good
Can you hear
morning.
me?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for having me this morning. I wanted to report out the first 6 months of our ARP funding that we did receive. So we've been putting it to really good use. I sent Anna a full report with our budget and how we've been spending it. And there's 6 categories that we identified in our proposal to you when we wrote for that grant for the American Recovery Plan funds. So I just wanted to update you guys on how we've been spending it and getting it back into the community and who we are serving. So I'll just go quickly over these 6 programs, and then you guys can jump in with any questions that you do have for me or for United Way. So the first area was our Saturday of Caring, our food insecurity direct service. We upped it to, so we started out 2021 with 350 households. We are now serving 400. We upped at the end of the year. The funding you guys provided was enabled us to do that. We did receive, it also helped us get other funders and other, private funding to help us with the rising food costs and COVID continuing. We decided to add our wait list, which was about 50 people. So moving forward, we will be serving 400 households. That's about 600 individuals. And in the report I gave to Anna, there is a breakdown of seniors, adults, and children. I can send you the breakdown of where we serve the county. We are covering every single township, every single community in Mahoning County right now. The majority is in the Youngstown, Boardman, Austintown area, but we do get all the way out to Sebring, North Jackson, North Lima, Springfield, Poland, Canfield. So we are serving every single corner of Mahoning County right now. And then our Saturday of Caring is actually this Saturday, January 15th. So we will be out there again this Saturday and again serving 400 families. Our second area that we served is the food insecurity, our external support, which is our partner schools and families. And that's where we, when COVID hit, we started giving grocery store gift cards to students and families and reaching out and working directly with the schools so they knew who, you know, maybe fell victim to COVID, whose family were laid off. So we give out $25 and $50 gift cards to the schools, and they've been requesting them. So in this first year budget, we budgeted about $10,000. We purchased all of them through that. We have distributed about 175 so far this year. With the school year starting, we have about $3,700 left in $2,500 gift cards for the remainder of the year. Again, this money has allowed us to use it as leverage to get other funders to help us. So we have been able to, seeing that you were investing in us, we did get some others that were interested in continuing to help us as well. Our food programs, our community support, we have food pantries in several of the schools that we have our Success After 6 program in. We did use that to restock and resupply our Taft Elementary School food pantry, where we serve about 240 students and their families. So more than 240 people, but 240 students take advantage of that. Our community agencies that we fund through the ARP funds are Uprising, Beatitude House, Catholic Charities, MyCap, OCA, and YNDC, and that's all with housing, financial stability, and food. That is a result of COVID and everything that's going on with the pandemic. Through that, we serve about 1,000 individuals. Our community response section is support and capacity building. So we've bought some software that allows us to grow. We've grown our volunteer base significantly. Our Saturday of Caring takes a lot of planning and a lot of back end work that we needed some software programs to be able to continue to grow that to 400 people and routing those routes. So that's that we purchased for that. Our last section is our community literacy program, and that's the Imagination Library that is assisting. Through COVID, we've noticed a significant uptick in registrations, and that's where they get a free book sent to their homes from birth to age 5. It's through Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, and our numbers are significantly rising, and we are targeting, we serve the entire Mahoning County. So we are, we're actually one of the best in the state. It's Governor DeWine's wife, Fran DeWine, it's her kind of pet project. So as for every county in the state has Imagination Library, but we are ranked among one of the best to have most of the kids that are registered. We have over 6,300 students that are children that are registered right now. So far we've spent over $126,000 of the $200,000 that was budgeted for this year one, and we have served more than 8,000 people. So again, I gave this breakdown and the budget breakdown to Anna. If you guys have any questions, please, feel free to ask.
Thank you so much. I mean, you've done so much for our community all over Mahoning County. I am so proud of the United Way. I mean, it's helped. In this day and age, would we think we would have to be giving our families food in the 21st century that we're in? I mean, it's unbelievable, but you have done a great job, and I'm proud that we did give you the money to help the community.
Well, thank you. We could not do the work.
United Way.
We could not do the work without you, and we couldn't expand significantly and help more people without this funding. So thank you.
Thank you.
Roxanne, I had a
Any questions?
question. Of course, how does somebody get the gift card? How does that work?
We go through the school. So we talk directly to the administrators, and they identify the students and families. We do have some call-ins. If they don't qualify for, say, Saturday of Caring, if they do have transportation, we will send them or have them come pick up a gift card. So we kind of vet them through our our office, but most of it is through the schools. We talk to the schools and they'll request them if they have any needs, and they do request them. And then with our Success After 6 programs, we are in 9 sites, and those coordinators that work directly in the school know the families and the kids that need them. So it's really identified. We're trying to be strategic. We just don't try to like send it to everyone. We want to know who needs it the most. And every single school district in Mahoning County receives them, and every single school district needs them. Canfield, Poland, Struthers, Camel, everyone has gotten a significant amount of them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, good, thank you.
All right, I appreciate you giving us an update,
Thanks,
Roxanne. And if you need anything, or you want to update us on anything else, or something's going on where you think you need the 3 of us, we're here for you.
Great, thank you so
Thank
much.
you and Bob for all your hard work. Take care.
you.
Stay safe. Okay, anyone else with public comments before we get into our meeting? All right, hearing none. Approval of the reorganization meeting Monday, January 10th, 2022. Approval of previous minutes of the board meeting number 1, Monday, January 10th, 2022, and approval of bills for payment. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Legal notice number 1, engineers.
Good
Pat?
morning, everybody. This is our letter of interest for professional engineering underwater bridge inspection services. This is a requirement that we do at least once every 5 years.
Bless you. Okay, thank you, Pat. Legal notice number 1, do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve legal notice number 1.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Journal entry number 1.
Motion to approve journal entry number 1.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 2, travels, building inspection, A.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, everyone.
Wow. Look at that. What happened? Oh, Jeff, I'm gonna send you some of my Grecian formula. But you got a lot of hair though. I'm still jealous. So I like that. Looks good.
Thank you. This is for travel for myself and staff for the calendar year 22 to attend all state-related matters pertaining to the building department. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jeff.
He's a young guy.
Yeah, how about that? B and C County Courts. Colleen,
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Colleen.
The
I wondered
county-
if it was under that Foster Grants mask back there. I
Yeah.
didn't recognize
I know, it's like you can't see people,
I
if you
know.
can't see their mouth or something. That's crazy. The county courts have imposed a mask mandate as well for everyone. The judges are requesting possible travel through the state of Ohio for their educational purposes. And C is the probation department is also required to have in-person hours for their continuing education. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Colleen. JJC,
Good morning, Commissioners. This is letter D is attend Ohio Association of Juvenile Court Judges Committees, Supreme Court roundtables, meetings, seminars, trainings and conferences within the state of Ohio and PA for the year 2022, estimated at $2,500 non-general and continuing education. E is to attend Supreme Court of Ohio Judicial College crossover youth practice, model juvenile court roundtable, 4E court administration, sex offender reclaim, Detention Directors Association, intercourt meetings, seminars, conferences within the state of Ohio and PA for the 2022 estimated at 5,000, general, non-general and continuing education. And F is transport, visits youth in detention and placement facilities within the state of Ohio and PA for the year 2022, estimated at $1,000 general and non-general.
okay, thank you. G, prosecutors.
I could do it.
Okay, Jimmy.
This is for the prosecutors' continuing education. It's for them to attend various meetings, seminars, and educational requirements within the state of Ohio. It's non-general.
Okay, thank you. H, veterans.
Good morning,
Susan,
everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
This is for our veteran service officers and our commissioners to attend accredited training throughout the year, throughout the state of Ohio for the year 2022 with an estimated travel cost of $15,000 for the general fund.
Okay, thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
Number 2, travels A through H. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve travels A through H.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 3, agreements A, auditors.
Good morning, all. This is our agreement with Postal Mail Sort to process and mail the tax year 2022 real estate homestead renewals in an estimated amount of $9,594. It's non-general. I would encourage anyone who's listening, is not using Postal Mail Sort, at least to consider it. We're able to save about 3 cents per mailing. And if you are mailing within the city of Youngstown, it does not have to go to Cleveland. So you increase your speed of arrival. And by the way, the commissioners have already approved the contract with Postal Mail Sort. So that's my advertisement. And we have been doing the homestead renewal annual checkups every year.
Okay, thank you, Ralph. B, lead.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is an agreement with Apex Inspections LLC to conduct lead risk assessments and clearance examinations in the estimated amount of $45,000 non-general.
Okay, thanks, Bill. C, D, E, and F. Wow, you got them all, Pat. Sanitary. Oh, Tara.
I'm gonna fill in for Pat. Good morning, everyone. So the first agreement is with US Imaging for on-site scanning of our sanitary sewer books in the estimated amount of $22,901.63 non-general funds. Letter D is an agreement with Cardinal Environmental Labs LLC to provide lab testing of wastewater and water processed through the Metropolitan Sewer Water District for 2 years in the estimated amount of $26,000 per year, non-general. Letter E is an agreement with Cowboy Industries to provide 20-yard roll-off dumpsters at various locations as needed in the estimated amount of $5,000. That's also non-general. And letter F is an agreement with Republic Services for the disposal of spent sand and solids mixtures from Damascus and Deal Lake wastewater treatment plants for 2 years in the estimated amount of $1,620 per year, also non-general.
Thank you, Tara. G, Sheriff's Department, Joe.
Good morning, everyone. This is an agreement with Lamar Advertising for advertising campaign to attract new hires in the amount of $6,000, which is non-general.
Thank you. H, Treasurers, Danny. Who's
Good
our
morning,
treasurer.
everyone.
Nice to see you. How you
Nice to
doing?
see everyone. Okay, okay. Happy New Year to
Happy
all.
New Year.
This is our agreement with United Mail for the preparation and mailing of tax bills. This is the same company that we've been using for quite a while. We had a 2-year contract with a 2-year option to renew. So we are at the option to renew, and this is the agreement to do so. I have to tell you, we had some issues this time. Normally the contract is, it just kind of repeats itself. We do this twice a year, So there were some issues due to the effects of the COVID on their business as far as acquiring supplies and so on and so forth. So I have to thank our purchasing, Jim and Megan, Nancy, and the prosecutor's office was primarily Mark Dapolito, Karen Gaglione, and Lynette Stratford. It was through the efforts of the people that I just named that this is in front of you today, because we need to get started. I know that everyone is anxious to receive their tax bill, so we need to get started. The only other thing I wanted to mention, this is general fund. It has not, I don't know if that's a big difference or not. I just wanted to note that. All right, thank you all.
Okay, thanks, Danny. Number 3, agreements A through H.
A motion to approve agreements 3A through H, with H being amended to general fund from non-general.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 4 is change orders, OMB grants. Anna?
Good morning, Commissioners, Nancy, Audrey. This is change order number 1 with Michael Baker International Inc., DBA Datamark, for a one-time database setup fee in the amount of $1,750. This is for the E911 system and addressing, and it is non-general.
Okay, thank you. Number 4, change orders. A, do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve change orders A.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
yes.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes. Number 5, appointments. A is the commissioners, and these are the appointments to several boards and in the community for all of, for Anthony, Dave, and myself. And so I'll let you look at them because it's pretty extensive. Yeah. And then B is also from the commissioners, and it's an amend JE 20-12-039 to appoint/update the following individual to serve on the Mahoning County Corrections Planning Board effective immediately until December 31st, 2022, and that is Kathy Thompson, Youngstown City Prosecutor. And C is also the commissioners. It's appoint the following individual to serve at the Mahoning County Planning Commission for the unexpired term of Gary Osowski until December 31st, 2023, and that's Joe Couch Senior. Coke. Thank you, David. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve appointments A through C.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
yes.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes,
Jim Summers has entered the building.
I saw that, but I'll acknowledge that after the meeting. How's that? All right, number 1, resolutions additions. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve resolutions additions number 1.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
yes.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes. Number 2, resolution of awards, sanitary. A,
Yes, this is to award the sodium aluminate solution 38% solids drinking water grade for the phosphorus removal at the Boardman wastewater treatment plant to USA LCO LLC for 3 years in the estimated amount of $74,450.88 for the first year. Non-general and the only bidder.
okay, thank you, Tara. Number 2, resolution of awards. Do I-
Motion to approve resolution of awards A.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
yes.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes. Number 3, resolutions. A, commissioners. O and B. Audrey.
Commissioners,
A and B.
Commissioners, this is a resolution approving the amendment to the original amendment for the Youngstown Women's Christian Association, YWCA, for emergency rental assistance and the additional amount of $321,000. Item B is a resolution authorizing the appointment of outside counsel pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 309.09 and 305.14 with attorney Marshall D. Buck in the amount of $15,000.
C, lead base. Phil.
This resolution authorizing the president of the board to enter into a housing revolving loan fund administration agreement with the State of Ohio Development Services, allowing us to reallocate funds that are returned as program income from previous housing related projects and put them back into CDBG and home funded programs.
Okay, thank you, Phil. D and E, sheriffs. Joe.
Yes, D is a resolution of necessity to purchase 3 2022 Ford Interceptor SUVs from Montrose Ford to the State of Ohio Cooperative Purchasing Program in the estimated amount of $32,927 each. And E is a resolution of necessity to purchase 1 2022 Ford Transit 150 passenger van, also from the Ohio Department of Public Safety Auto Choice Program in the amount of $33,339.72.
Okay, thanks, Joe. Number 3, resolutions.
Motion to approve resolutions A through E.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes, and that concludes the business portion of our meeting, and we see we have our
The Honorable
clerk, of course.
The Honorable.
Honorable Anthony Vivo.
Anthony T. Vivo.
Do you want to say a few
All I want to
words?
say is Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Go Bengals. We're rooting for Ohio.
Go Raiders, baby.
We're rooting for Ohio. Go Bengals.
Any Steeler fans, I'll give you my size, give me anything you want. Thanks to the Raiders, the Steelers are in the playoff.
Oh,
Thank God.
All root for. Did you hear the coach's synopsis of that with the Raiders?
Oh, yeah,
That was pretty wild because if they tied,
I know.
you know, then the Steelers are out, both teams go in.
Well,
And the Raiders coach said that with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, that they were going to just start to kneel on the ball because why get anybody hurt? They would make the playoffs if the game just ended. And when the Chargers took a timeout, like with 2 minutes and 20 seconds, he thought that they wanted to have at it. So they went into full 2-minute mode and scored and won. Otherwise, if they don't call a timeout, they're kneeling on the ball and the squealers are where they belong at home with the Browns.
yeah, well, I think the Raiders would rather play the Bengals than the Chiefs. That was the bottom line.
all right.
Rather
then.
play the
If they tied
Raiders.
that game, they would have played the
As long as they
Chiefs.
beat the Browns.
Okay,
I
now
don't
that-
care what happens.
Well, I'll tell you what, Joe Burrows plays his game, man. I think that since he's got a good shot of winning that.
Sure they do.
Jimmy, do you have something?
Yes, I want to piggyback on the comment that Ralph Meacham made about utilizing postal mail sort. We do have a master agreement, the recorder, jobs and family, sheriff, treasurer, board of elections, and CVP are also using that.
Clerk of courts also,
Clerk of courts,
been using for a while.
yep.
Good. Well, that's almost the major people that send
Yes.
a lot of bulk mail. That's good. I always wanted our own, and Danny knows what I'm gonna say. I always wanted Mahoning County to go back and have a central mail department. I thought it would be economically more efficient, but who knows? Anyway,
Well, you know,
that's something we could look at down the road.
our first and most important comment is, you know, yesterday Anthony celebrated a birthday.
Happy
And
birthday.
he's the baby of the bunch.
Yes, he is.
And Carol's birthday's tomorrow. She's the den mother of the bunch. So
I'm the senior member of the bunch.
So we have 2 birthdays, you know, a day apart. It's only apropos. They're so much alike. They were both born, you know, within 3 days of each other, you know, so
Many years apart.
happy birthday to both of you.
Well, happy birthday, Anthony. Many more.
We always
Healthy,
celebrate
happy
our
birthdays.
So did we sing last meeting? We should sing now, right?
Yes.
We should sing now. Carol's first and then Anthony. Everyone that shows up for the meeting has to sing. Where did T-Cat go? You should have to sing.
He's off.
He's
the
buying
air.
Steeler.
Carol, you look very nice too.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that, except that the colors are a little bit bad, but you know, it's all good. You know, anything that has black and gold on it should be stricken from the,
It's silver.
Pass.
too.
Silver and black, baby.
Silver black.
there you go, there you go.
There's
I'm
silver
up
and
better
black.
with silver and black, you know, my
I'm neutral.
Blitnikoff days. Stabler, Blitnikoff.
They
you
took
know,
my
there you
Cleveland
go.
Browns. I'm done.
So, all right, are you ready, Dan? You gotta help me out here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carol Anthony. Happy birthday to you. We're a Motley Crue singer. That's for sure.
Thank you.
Thank God we don't govern like we sing.
That's true.
Thank you. Healthy, happy new year and a healthy, happy birthday to you, Anthony.
Same.
Best thing now is stay safe, stay healthy.
Yeah,
That's the
right.
main deal.
yeah. When's the Cincinnati, Oakland game?
Saturday, I will say this, when Dave was in high school, he got this real tiny little medal for singing and got this big platter for stopping.
Yes, that's true. That is definitely true.
Saturday, 4:30, be there before.
Saturday and then the Steelers are Sunday.
Yeah.
I want you to know that I bet, and I bet on the Steelers, and I got 12.5 points.
Really?
Yep, I said, there's no way they're gonna lose by 12.5 points. So I figured that it's twofold. If they do cover, I win. And if they don't cover, I gladly pay the money to see them lose.
All right, then, now that we got that over with, is there any comments before we adjourn
I'm
the
good.
meeting? Okay. Our next meeting, Nance.
Thursday, January 20th.
Okay, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes.
So much